Hi, Harold.
Hey, how's it going?
Happy Father's Day.
Yeah, to you too. To you too. A special day for the greeting card people.
There you go.
Uh, I'm trying to find more news from Israel. I haven't seen any updates.
Well, they just shot it into Tel Aviv, another rocket, an apartment
Yeah, it
building.
landed. It landed.
Yeah,
Oy, oy, oy.
I'm surprised that they're not taking them out, but I
I
guess
guess
they've
they
got them
must come
all
all at
over.
the same time. They probably can't, do numerous all at
Yeah,
the same time.
also they move around a lot. They're
Yeah, yeah. They're mobile launchers. Did they hit the Fordo nuclear site yet?
no,
No.
that they need the big buster bombs.
Yeah, yeah. I'm surprised they haven't made it or they can, borrow it.
You know,
They'll borrow it and return it the next day.
previously enjoyed.
Yeah, can I borrow your bomb, your bunker buster? Oh, hi Mario. Oh my Mario,
Hi.
were you in the
Hi.
jungle?
Huh?
Are you in the jungle?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Or no, I think it's what do you call it? A field of
Field of grass and marijuana?
no, they want growing stalks.
A bamboo?
Yeah, it could be bamboo, or it could be uh,
Hello, everybody.
what you eat like this. What do you call it?
Corn. A corn.
Corn. Corn.
Yeah. Hi Ernie. Welcome
Hi,
back.
good to be back.
How was New York?
It was nice. We had a bas mitzvah weekend,
Right.
and it drizzled a little bit on Shabbos.
Uh,
Okay,
were
good
we
weather.
holding?
Lamed Bet,
38 base
39.
7.
Yeah,
Okay.
39.
Okay, great.
Well, we didn't finish
Or
38.
38b on the bottom. Ton Rabbanon.
Oh,
Rabban.
Shavuos Dayonim Afibul Shona Nemra. The Shavuot that Dayonim make, somebody take, you could take in any language, doesn't have to be Hebrew. Oimrim lo, you say to the guy taking the Shavuot Yodeya, Shekola Olam Kolon is that they have B'Shah Shema Kadosh Baruch Hu B'Sinai. The whole world shook when HaKadosh Baruch Hu said at Mount Sinai, Lo Tisa et Shem Hashem L'kech L'shav, don't take God's name in vain. V'chol Aver Shebetor Nemer Bayan V'Nakei. All other Averis in the Torah, it says Hashem will clean them. But V'kan Nemer Lo Yinakei. This is an unforgivable sin. V'chol Aver Shebetor Nifron Mimenu. All other Averis in the Torah, the punishment is taken from the person who did the Averis. V'kan Mimenu Umimishpachto. Here, it's not just from him, but from his family. Shenemar al titen es picha lachtias psarecha. Don't use your mouth to cause sin for your flesh. Ein bsar lekroivoy. His basar is his relative. Shenemar umi bsarcha lo si salem. V'chol aver shebetor nifram mimenu. All other averas, punishment is taken from the person. V'kan mimenu umikolo olam kulo. From the whole world. Shenemar alo v'chachesh. It says v'rotzeach v'ganav v'noef al kain tevela aretz v'umlal kol yoshev ba. The whole world suffers. But the Gemara says v'ema adavid lulakulu. Maybe in order for the world to suffer, you have to be a rotzeach and a ganef and a noef as well, an adulterer. Lo saketayt. Deceive mibnei alav lahaaretz. Just because of an oath, the world suffers. Uksiv. Al kain tevel haaretz v'umlal kol yoshev ba. B'chol averes shebetor miyesh lo zchus tolen lo shnayim shosha doros. All other averes that if he has other schusim, the schusim will suspend it for 2 or 3 generations. The punishment. Kan nifrom mimenu alter. Here the punishment is right away. Shenemar hotzei sianu Hashem tzvakos Uva'a el beis haganav el beis hanishba b'shmil hashaker, v'laneh betoch beiso, v'chilato es eitzav esavanav. Hotzefia min la'alter. Uba'a beis haganav ze hagoynev das abriyot. Somebody who takes somebody else's ideas. She'en lo maman etz l'chavero, v'to'ana mashbiyah. Somebody does, the guy doesn't owe him money, but he makes his chaver take a shvu anyways. It means you swear falsely. Things that fire and water will not destroy, like stone, a false shvua can destroy it. Im Omar Eni Nishba, if the person who's supposed to take a shvua says, after hearing all of these warnings, decides not to take a shvua, so Paitron Sumiyad. Fine, he doesn't have to take a shvua, and we make him pay if he owes. Im Omar Eni Nishba, if he says, I will take an oath, the bystanders who see this say to each other, leave the tents of these wicked people. So, and when they make him take the oath, it's not what you have in your mind that you're taking Israel. It's what Hashem is thinking, what the Beis Din is thinking. Har Sinai, when they took an oath to accept the mitzvahs, it's not on their thought. Because it says, "V'lo yitchem levatchem, ki asher yeshno po." You, enli Eloison ha'oindim al Har Sinai. Doris above the Gerim ha'Sinai Gerim. What about future generations in Gerim? Talmud Lomer v'sasher nenu. People are not here. V'enli ela mitzvah shekiblo le'im Har Sinai. Those are mitzvahs from Har Sinai. What about Rabbanon mitzvahs? Mitzvahs satirus eschadesh kigon mikra megillah minolam. Talmud Lomer kimu v'kiblu, by the Megillah kimu mashekiblu kvar. So we analyze the Baraisa. My afhi b'lshon emra, that the Shavuos Hadayonim can be taken in any language. Could it not? Elu nemor b'chol lashon. The following things can be done in any language. Parsha Soita, the parsha that we read to the woman, the adulterous woman. The Vidui Meiser, that after the third year of the Shemitah, when you come to the base of Midrash and you make a Vidui Meiser, you can do it in any language. Kriya Shema Tefillah can be done in any language. Berachas Hamazon can be done in any language. Ushvus Ha'edus, Ushvus Ha'pikoden, any language. The Ko'amar Nami Shvus Ha'dayon Ma'afi B'lshon Nemra. Amar Mar. Oimrim Lo, have you Yodeh Shekol Olam Klonis Dadeh B'Shashem HaKadosh Baruch Lo Sis Hashem Hashem HaKadosh Lasham. That the world was shaking when Hashem said that. My time. Because it was said at Sinai. What do you mean? Esther Dibros Tamis Yoiv. Why Dafka this? Diber. There were Etzer Dibros. El Mishum the Chamira. Is it because it's strict? Umi Chamira Vatnan. Eloin Kalos. These are lenient. Asay velos asay. Chutz milosisa. Except for taking Hashem's name in vain. Chamura Zukrisus Umisus Beistin. Velosisa Imoyan. But you see that there's others that are chamura like it. It's not more chamur than other dibros that have misa. Ela keditani taima. The reason it's so chomer is because by all other averas, Hashem says He will clean us. But here it says He will not clean us. That's about all averas. How can you say Hashem will clean us? It says He won't. If you do tshuva, Hashem will clean us. If you don't do tshuva, you will not have cleansing. V'kan mimenu mimishpachto. All of the Averos, the punishment is taken from the person. Here, the person and his family. This is by moilech. By bringing your children to the avodah zarah moilech, it also says b'mishpachto. If he did the aver, what's wrong? Why should the family be blamed? If there's one idolater, the whole family's idolaters. If there's a ganef, the others are ganef. They don't criticize. The Gemara says, "Hasam bedina achrina." Other averas, they get punished bedin. A more lenient punishment than the guy himself gets. Here, the family gets the same punishment as the bad guy himself. Rabbi Yomer, vichrati oto. After he does moilech, I will destroy you. So does the whole mishpacha get kores? Talmud loymar. Only vichrati also be kores. They get a different punishment. Here the whole world gets punished. Nemar alo v'chachesh. Uksiv akein tevel haaretz. The pasuk says you have to be a ganef and a rotzeach and an adulterer. Maybe you have to do all averis for the world to suffer. So the Gemara says, "Lo sakit." I have to deceive him. They are law of haaretz. It's because of a false oath that the world is destroyed. Other averis doesn't destroy the world. It does destroy the world. Laksiv v'chashlu ish ba'achiv ish ba'vanachiv. We all get punished through the chatam of our neighbors. The Gemara says, "Hasam sheyesh b'yadam limchos v'lo." There they get punished because they had the ability to protest. They didn't protest. But by Shvuah, even if they didn't have the opportunity to protest, they get punished. So, Ma'ike ben Rishoim, the Mishpachtel Rishoim da Alma. What's the difference between the Rishoim and their families and the Rishoim of other people? Bein Tzadikim, the Mishpachtel Tzadikim da Alma. So we give the following rules. Hu b'shar veros bididei, that he gets his own punishment, or Rishoim the Mishpacha bidin chamor. The Rishoim of the Mishpacha also get a strong punishment. Rishoim the Alma and other Rishoim that could have protested but didn't, bidin akal, get a lenient. Tzadiki da'achavacha, the tzadikim in both places, the ones in his mishpacha that couldn't protest in the world, that couldn't protest patiri. Gabi Shvuah. Who Rishoim the mishpacha kedina, he, the one who did the avera, and the Rishoim of the mishpacha get the din of that avera. Rishoim the alma, who could have protested and didn't, get bidin chamor. Utzadiki da'achavacha, the tzadikim, they get punished because they're in the world when this avera occurred, but they get bidin akal. If he decides I'm not going to take the shvuah, so we say you don't have to take the shvuah. We tell, leave, go away from here. These are evil people. I don't understand. If he's going to swear falsely, I understand why we tell people leave. But this guy's who's swearing truthfully, or the one that's making him take the oath, why are they called Rishoim? That even the one who administers the oath gets the shvur. It's not your own thoughts. It's the das hamakam that does based. There was some guy who was claimed that he owed money. So he put coins in a hollow stick and he handed it to him to hold. And then he took a shvur that he gave it. He took his stick back. So it's not his das, it's the das of Bezdin. So then in the Mishnah we said, in order to be chayv shvu, you have to be a moedim b'miktzas. And the time has to be a minimum of shtei kesef. The claim has to be at least shtei kesef. And Rav and Shmuel have a machlokes. Amar Rav, kfir is taina shtei kesef. When he denies the claim, it has to, the amount that he denies has to be at least shtei kesef. But Ushmuel Amar, no, the claim, a taina atzma shtei kesef. But regarding the kfir, afidu lo kafir ele bepruta. Even if he denied a pruta, and the lohoid ele bepruta, and admitted a pruta, then chayiv. The Gemara is going to go through now proofs for both Rav and Shmuel. Amar Rav, deika masnisin kavasi de Rav, ukro kavasi de Shmuel. But the psukim seem to support Shmuel. Deika masnisin kavasi de Rav. Diktani, hatayna shtei kesef. The claim has to be shtei kesef, like Rav said. V'oidar shava pruta. V'lu kviris time that it's worth a pruta. The denial of the taina doesn't say lok tani. Utnan. There's another Mishnah. Haloidar bepruta, admitting even something a pruta, but kfir bepruta lok tani. So that the Mishnah seems to support Rav. But ukroi kavos adishmol t'chsiv. In the parsha of Moed B'Miktas, it says, "Ki yitain ish el re'eyu kesef o kelim lishmor." You gave your neighbor either silver or kelim to watch, and we compare the kelim to the kesef. Kelim is a plural. Ma kelim shnayim av kesef shnayim. The silver has to be at least 2 more kesef. Ma kesef davar chashuv, av kol davar chashuv. So kesef is something substantial. Everything has to be something v'kom rachmana, that you have to take a shvua when it says ki hu zeh, that the one who's the claim is made against him, he admits that he admits to some of it. He's only denying some of it, where the denial is even less than a shtei kesef, which is against Rav. So how does Rav explain that? How who the kihu says meboile lohodob mixes taina, as just the admission of the mixes taina has to be a minimum of 2. But it's not talking about the kfira. The kfira has to be shtei kesef lefachot. Ushmuel, where does Shmuel learn his din? Ksiv hu, uksiv zeh. The kofar b'mikzas, if he denied partially, v'oid b'mikzas chayiv, and he admitted to partial, then you're chayiv shvua. How does Rav explain hu and zeh? Chad lo oidah b'mikzas taina. He has to admit to some of the taina. V'chad, that lo oidah b'mina taina. That if the guy is claiming wheat, he has to admit to wheat, not barley. It's got to be the same species. How does Shmuel answer that? You need to learn that. Because lav melish mamina shechasru l'taina. That if the taina and the hoidah are not the same, we're not talking about the same thing. If the claim is shtei kesef, we know for sure that he's denying some of the shtei kesef, and it's in the same species. So, Charav Kesef, Kiyasami Kara, when it says Kiyitin Kesef, and Shtei Kesef L'Kfiru Asa. It's to teach us that the minimum denial has to be the shtei kesef. Because we're going to say, Shem lo came, lichtov rachmana, let the Torah simply write, ki yitain ish el re'eu kelim lishmor. Why mention kesef? Ano amina, ba kelim shnayim av kol shnayim. Kesef. So kesef, because rachmana lamali, why did the Torah write kesef? Im eno inyan l'taina, has nothing to do with the claim, it's tneun l'kfira. That the kfir, the denial has to be at least two kesef. What does Shmuel say in response? If the Torah would have only written kelim in that kesef hava mina, my kelim shtamav kol shnayim. We're talking about items. Aval davar chashuv like silver loy ba'inan shtayim. We wouldn't need to. Too much blood that we need two of everything. Now we bring proofs from our Mishnah. It's not. Shtei kesef yesh lebiyat. Reuven says to Shimon, "You owe me two kesef." Shimon says, "En lecha biyadi li pruta." He says, I only owe you a pruta. Potter from a shvur, my timer. Mishum shechasr l'taina, according to Rav, right? The kfira, because he admitted to at least a pruta, so the denial was a shtei kesef minus a pruta, which according to which we need at least shtei kesef according, but yet you have to take a shvua. So that seems to be a kash on Shmuel. You have to do Shmuel. Amrcha Shmuel, mi savrit shavik toni. Is it money value of shtei kesef? Davka ktani. It's not money value. It's mamish 2 silver coins. And since he admitted a pruta, that's copper. So the reason why there's a problem, because is masha tana lohoidalo, what was claimed is not admitted. That's why. So what's the sefer? You owe me 2 kesef and a pruta. And he responds, so where we're talking about shavet, we're talking about shavet kesef, not really shtei kesef. That's why mishum hachi chayiv. Because your koifer, there's a full denial of 2 kesef. Because you started off with 2 kesef and a pruta. And if you're talking about 2 silver coins, amai chayiv. He only admitted to a pruta, which is copper. What he claimed he didn't admit. So midi avitaima el Shmuel. According to Shmuel, it's not a kasha. The guy says, you owe me wheat and barley. Man, he admitted to one of them, chayiv. It's kfir b'miktzas. Here as well. If he claimed 2 kesef and a pruta, and he admitted him to the pruta, it's the same, it's the way Shmuel learns, like chita and soirin. Achanami mistavrin, that's logical. Miditani seifa. Litra zav yesh biyadcha. You owe me a liter of gold. Ein lecha biyadi litra kesef. He says, I only have a liter of silver. Potter. We're talking about real silver coins or golden coins. Shemachi Potter. Because the species were not the same. One was gold, one was silver. If it's just a value, why would it be Potter? The value of 2 zav is $1,000. The value of 2 kesef is $100. He admitted to the 100. If you're talking about shavik kesef, why should it be a good moed b'mikdash or a liter kesef 2 vavi? It's more than a shtu kesef. Element is sefer davka. Must be in the sefer. We're not talking about money value, but rather coins itself. Reishanami is dafka. So lemit ever to you to derive. It's all money value, not dafka coins. Lit reserve shiny, but when you say a pound of gold, he's talking about a weight of gold and not coinage. And the Gemara will say, Teda, I can prove it to you. we'll pick this up tomorrow. Tomorrow, we will learn at 7 o'clock. Back to our
Okay.
7 and 8 for Turba.
8 Tuesday. Tomorrow is Monday.
Oh, right. Okay.
Sorba will be Tuesday.
Yeah, right.
And we will resume the Navi